So, West Bend Fire Chief Jerry Kudek, can you just bring us up to speed on the Park Place Condominium fire and the recovery?
Okay, yesterday the firefighters responded here to a fire in the attic. That fire was put out. Right now, the residents have all been evacuated from that building and are not allowed back in until we can get a structural engineer out here to take a look at the building. We have some fire alarm issues. The fire alarm still isn't working, so we have to get that up, and the building has to be cleaned and dried out before we'll let anybody back in.
What are some of the challenges with this whole thing? The age of the people involved?
Oh, that's one of the things, and it's a lot of people. And unfortunately, last night when the Red Cross was here and they were trying to find shelter for all these people, a lot of the hotels in Washington County are booked with the EAA, and there were several weddings in the area. So the people had to be spread around pretty far. So now we have them all back here today. We're going to let them go back in, get another set of clothes and those kind of things, and try to hold them over for another 24 hours until we can get the structural engineers in here to take a look at the building.
And then one final question. You said watching this whole thing come about after kind of West Bend, Washington County at its finest.
Yeah, there's a couple things that went on yesterday that are just unbelievable. And again, it starts with the firefighters and police officers making rescues of victims from the third floor, carrying people down in wheelchairs from the third floor areas. Washington County Fire Chiefs Association and the MABUS contracts that we have. There was numerous fire departments from around the county here. And also, one nice thing about it is, actually, the last thing I saw here before I left yesterday was a resident. We were having difficulty finding him a place to stay or whatever, and another resident in a different area of this complex said he can stay with me, and they worked it out. And last thing I saw was those two walking down the hallway together. So it's West Bend and Washington County at its finest.